Between 2010 and 2025, Asia's population is expected to grow by 550 million people. China and India are expected to account for 94% of new oil demand, in other words, net oil demand growth, and 30% of new demand for natural gas in the next 20 years. By 2020, industry estimates that global potash shipments will increase by nearly 50%. The majority, of course, will go to Asia. Number one, ours is a commitment to the Asia-Pacific corridor in terms of the premiers that are here, in terms of the companies, because of the facts that I've just read. The puck is in Asia, and we see that's where the growth is, and that's where we need to be as well. We also, though, need to be very committed to ensuring that whatever happens in terms of corridor development is happening in an environmentally sustainable way, the highest environmental standards.
We are really at a moment in history where the economy of this country has moved to the west. $500 billion in GDP is contributed by the three western provinces. We are 9 million people. 65% of all the trade in Canada that's done with Asia is done from these three provinces. We have everything here that Asia needs: potash, sulfur, uranium, protein of all kinds, whether it's aquaculture or agriculture, grains, oil, gas, lumber. I'm probably missing a few. But it's no surprise that we are potentially a preferred supplier for Asia. But we need to be in a position to make sure that we can fulfill this capacity to meet their needs.
Our three provinces working together are essentially a powerhouse in the Asia-Pacific basin. And it doesn't matter what commodity you wish to speak about, whether it's the agricultural sector, the forestry sector, the energy sector. Our three provinces working together to access the Asia-Pacific basin have an economic potential and a weight and an influence that is vastly disproportionate to our population.